I met an APC supporter yesterday, and he said something to me that made me laugh. It made me laugh. When we're engaged in an argument, not an argument, so we're having a discussion, and the next thing that came out of him was that, oh, on May 29th, Tinubu will be sworn in, and shame to us, those of us that are attacking Tinubu, we're going to see this, that, shame to us, shame, shame, shame. I told him, I said, I laugh. Number one, the reason why he was saying that was because we were discussing the issues, the opportunity of, we're looking and analyzing the possibility of Peter Obi reclaiming his mandate through the courts. And we looked at the three grounds on which Peter Obi is protesting, or the three grounds on which he's challenging the outcome of the elections. I must tell you the truth. Peter Obi has a very, very strong case. And even if the courts are going to try to manipulate it, it will be hard for them. And that was what I was saying to this APC supporter. And he said, you people, you're lying. You are trying to cause chaos in the country. Imagine. APC supporter telling me that Peter Obi supporters are trying to create chaos in the country. But let's leave that aside. We know who is trying to create chaos. But he now went on to say that on May 29, nothing can stop it. Nothing can stop it. Peter Tinubu will be sworn in as president of Nigeria. And then it will be shame to all of you obedient. It will be shame to this. I called him to order quickly. I first of all had a very good laugh. A laugh that even surprised himself. And I said, what's so funny? I said, it's funny because you are saying this Tinubu will be sworn in thing as if after Tinubu is sworn in, then everybody who opposed Tinubu will just be arrested and thrown in prison. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. That I'm not supporting Tinubu does not give him the right or the power to just immediately he's sworn in on May 29. Then on May 30, we just round up everybody that is not a supporter of Tinubu and just throw them in prison. Or like some of the even the clerics, can you imagine? Like some of the clerics are asking for. They're asking that people who don't support Tinubu now should get ready to leave. Talking to the likes of Bode George. And if they don't leave, that they will chase them out. Another laughable statement. Another laughable mindset that they have. To think that Tinubu will now have the power to chase away anybody that does not support him after he's sworn in. Another thing that make me laugh is this. These Tinubu supporters, you guys, these Tinubu supporters, they think that once Tinubu is sworn in, then like there will be a separate Nigeria for them, that there will be enjoyment. And then for those who did not support Tinubu, there will be another Nigeria for them that they will be suffering. Look, whatever happens after Tinubu is sworn in on May 29th, whatever happens, all of us, now go enjoy them or endure them. You know the Yoruba says something, say, Orun yabo, all of us will enjoy it together. Tinubu has said he will remove fuel subsidy. Means that, according to what the independent marketers are saying, fuel will now be sold for as much as 800 naira per litre. That means that the cost of everything will rise. The cost of everything will rise. Now, is there going to be a different country for Tinubu supporters that this 800 naira per litre will not affect them? It is only people who support Peter Obi that will buy fuel at 800 naira per litre. Then those who support Tinubu will now buy at 150 per litre. You see how you are just deceiving yourselves? You're deceiving yourself thinking that, oh, once Tinubu is sworn in, then it will be enjoyment for you. Look, let me tell you something. The resources of Nigeria is not enough to go around the way the people who are in charge of it want to enjoy it. I'll rephrase that. The people who will enjoy it are the top echelon. Those people who are closest to Tinubu, they are the ones that will have access to these huge resources they will still to fend for themselves. It is the trickle-down effect that you probably will feel. If you will feel it all, because I know a lot of APC supporters who were promised heaven and earth 2015, promised heaven and earth 2019, they have still not. Sorry, I'm recording, okay? Close the door. Yeah, I know a lot of APC supporters who were promised heaven and earth in 2015 and then in 2019, and they are still expecting it. They are still expecting the promise to tomorrow. So those ones that are expecting, if they are Christian, they are expecting Jesus, and they are also expecting the promises of APC. Tinubu will be sworn in if he doesn't die before May 29th. Because constitutionally, nothing stops him. Even if he dies, constitutionally, Kashim Shettima will be sworn in. So APC still gets to rule. But that does not change the fact that the case is still in court until Supreme Court proclaims a final verdict on this. Is still an open thing. Forget the fact that anybody thinks that they have control of the judiciary. It's still anybody's game. No matter how strongly they feel they have control, it will fall on, in the final analysis, it will be who is able to prove his case beyond reasonable doubt. Because there's a way you present even your evidence that the judges will find it impossible, almost impossible, to make a decision that is contrary to the evidence they are saying. So Peter Obi has a great cause. And so all this talk about, so I want to appeal to you, not appeal. I want to remind you, all of you Tinubu supporters, APC supporters out there, this work that we are doing, we're not doing it because we hate Tinubu. We're doing it for the sake of our country. We want a country where it will be dignity of labor that is glorified, not who you know. Everybody cannot know Tinubu. Everybody cannot be close to Tinubu. In fact, if everybody is close to Tinubu, he will be choked. He will be stampeded, and it's not even safe for him. Now, if you build a country that is dependent on, oh, you have to know somebody to become somebody, or who you know is what determines what you get, you are shooting yourself in the leg, because at the end of the day, it will not favor you, it will not favor your children. Those who are in power, you think the likes of those who are in the main corridors of power, they will steal the billions now. Look at, right now we already have one person stealing 109 billion. One person stealing 500 billion. Now, you think those people will now take that money and begin to share amongst all APC supporters? They won't now. Are there no infightings within the APC? You think it's everybody that is having their way within the APC? All of you are just doing it in promissory note, hoping that you will get something. Well, I pray you get what you want. But at the end of the day, Tinubu cannot attend to everybody. Some people will be disappointed, and the majority of you APC supporters will be disappointed. That's the truth of the matter. And the country that you are not considering in your decision making, because if you consider the country really, you will find out that there's no need to support Tinubu on the APC platform or anybody on the PDP platform. Any of these two parties do not mean well. They have not served Nigeria well. They will not start to serve Nigeria well now. And that's the truth. It is, you don't reinforce failure. Look at all the failures of APC. APC failed educationally. Look at what they did to our educational system. APC failed health-wise. APC failed security-wise. APC failed economically. Look at dollar to naira today. And we're reinforcing this. In normal climates, this is enough for there to be a change. So when we are doing what we're doing and you label us obedience, well, not a problem. We are doing it for the sake of the country, so that the country can be better. But if you feel that, oh, your own personal interest is more important, pursue it to your heart's satisfaction. But the truth is that the country that will come out of this, your selfish action, will affect all of us. That country is a country where thugs will now be the ones in charge. Imagine, people are talking about MC Oluomo. Nobody's talking about the first class that we have. Nobody is talking about the first class graduates we have. Nobody is talking about the jobless graduates that are out there. Even graduates now are looking for a way to become thugs. Is that the kind of country that we want? And then somebody comes and starts saying, oh, Tinubu will be sworn in, and then shame to all the obedience. Anybody who is not supporting Tinubu. No, it will be shame to all of us. Because right now, the international community is already making mockery of us. Already making mockery of us. We are a joke in the international community right now. We are a joke. So, all of us will enjoy it. All of us will suffer it together. But the truth is, the representations, what the APC and the PDP represents for Nigeria, I'm never in support of it. I can never be in support of it. Unless there's a drastic change, you know? Drastic change. Because right now, nobody is talking about the solutions to Nigeria. Everybody is still talking about problems. We are still divided. And everybody just digging into their positions. We are talking about who will become Senate president. We're talking about, oh, this and talking about that. All the mainstream news items, they are all distractions. Because right now, as we are talking and discussing whether somebody won election, somebody did not win election, we are discussing, well, somebody is planning interim government, somebody is not planning interim government. None of these things are providing food for the 130 million people living in multi-dimensional poverty. None. The bad roads that are in Nigeria are still bad. Nothing is happening to them. The people that are hungry are still hungry. The people that are poor. Do you know that in the whole Nigeria, 97% of people who have bank accounts have less than 500,000 in their accounts? 97%. In fact, they say it's 98% now. You can imagine that amount of poverty. Poverty. And then the government that made it, that is responsible for this, the party that is responsible for this, we think that the best we can do is to reinforce them, to give them another try. Well, let them continue. We'll be here. We won't be quiet. If you think that swearing in Tinubu is the alpha and the omega of the thing, you're wrong. Because after Tinubu is sworn in, we will be here to hold him accountable. And we will also be here to continue with our mission to reclaim our mandate. And even if that mission fails, which I don't see happening, I'm seeing that Peter Obi will reclaim his mandate. I'm not prophesying. I'm just looking at the facts on the ground. If you look at the merits of the case that he has presented at the appeal court, you will see that his chances are very, very high to reclaim the mandate. Now, even if he doesn't reclaim the mandate, we won't be quiet, because the country that will come out of an APC administration, I don't see it being different from what we have now. I don't see it being different from what we have now. Right now, even the APC, Garba Shehu, the senior special assistant to the president, Buhari, is saying that we will thank God for Buhari. We will be wishing that Buhari was still in government. That's a very, very critical statement to make, and it's a grim reminder of what is to come. But many people are not talking about it. So whatever it is, we'll be here. We will say our bit. We will raise our voice for what is right. And stop thinking that because you are APC supporter, then things will be better for you. In fact, for all you know, I will enjoy any administration more than you. That's guaranteed.